We can use her thumbnail. What's her name?
I don't know. Wait. I don't know. Just White Queen. That's what you want to call her. You can call her White Queen. Does that sound good? I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to, some of your red pill friends who be cussing out, black women. They want me to be nicer. They want me to be nicer.
So what do you have to say about the Sigmas?
Oh, a lady is going to break it down, and I don't want to ruin her, presentation.
Who?
A lady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll tell you mine's after she tells you what after her presentation. And
what does a woman know about the male socio-sexual hierarchy?
Most women know everything. I mean, think about it.
I'm assuming she did her homework.
Right. Think about it like this, Chester. If women didn't figure that out, then men wouldn't be complaining.
A lot of them don't even believe in it, though. They say it's pseudoscience, BS.
That could be true. I mean, I can't argue that.
My view.
When you said a lot, that leaves a lot of space, if you know what I mean.
My view is the same as Coach Greg Adams. I believe it's real, but the way they explain it is like all. I believe their personality traits really, and depending on the person, you have more of one trait than another. You get what I'm saying?
I can understand that.
That's what I believe anyway. They're more personality.
Would you say that you're a Sigma male or an Alpha male or a Beta male?
Well, a Sigma male is pretty much a lone wolf.
Okay. So is that you?
That's me to a T.
Okay, so but a lone wolf, So let me simplify it for everybody. Wouldn't you say a Sigma male is a loner alpha male?
See, an alpha needs to be in a leadership role, and a Sigma can take on a leadership role, but would rather not.
Okay.
Sigma would rather do his own thing. Okay. Now, if there's something that needs to be done, and no one else can do it, he'll step up and do it. But they rather do their own thing.
So, how long have you known you were a Sigma?
People don't sit around going, "Oh, I'm an alpha, I'm a beta, I'm a gamma, I'm a delta."
I would have
you,
to. I would
look at your life. You look at how you tackle the challenges of life from day to day.
Okay.
And the way you handle things, it's like, when you kind of look up the so-called definitions of what all of these different, they're adding new letters every year. There was like 4. Now there's like 6 or 7. Right. But when you look at these things, in certain situations, you will naturally do things without even thinking about it.
Right.
And when you look at, what your natural response to things are, you'll say, "Oh, this is like what a beta would do, or this is what a Sigma would do." Matter of fact, Angry Man did a couple of streams on, alphas, beta, sigmas, and all that. You should fair use it, because he broke it down superbly, in my opinion.
Okay. Do you really believe? Do you really believe that? What in this all this stuff? Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Do you really believe he's really, how should I say, qualified to even speak on it with his past?
What about his past?
Well, would a Sigma or an Alpha freeload off of their baby mama?
Man, yeah.
Packs in the house. Think about it. Really, I want you to really think about it before you reply, because it's important that I agree with.
Is he freeloading now?
let's go over this. Let me finish. I was going to say, I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but there are a lot of people who are out there saying, "Hey, I'm alpha, I'm alpha," or
See,
something.
this is why.
And the thing is that I agree with you. You should not have to say it. You should not.
Yeah,
it should be natural.
When you walk into a room, you don't have to announce yourself because people will feel your energy when you walk into a room.
Right.
And you can see it when you walk into a room. If you walk into a room and you just kind of scan it, you'll see the people sitting in the corner, looking down. You'll hear the loudest guy in the room. All attention got to be on him. Always got to be seen. Always got to be heard.
Right.
And then you'll see the guy posted up in the corner, probably getting ready to do his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you've been to a business meeting, right? Or a party,
every kind of meeting,
function. And when you walk in the room and don't say nothing, and you can pick them out one by one.
Mm-hmm.
You can pick them out. There's the geek, there's the boss, there's the follower, there's the brown noser, there's the beta, there's the wannabe alpha, there's the loudest guy in the room, there's the guy who's trying to impress, there's the guy who's leading with his money, there's the guy who lying through his teeth. I mean, you can, you can see them all.
I agree.
And this is why we need that one-on-one. It's nice to get on one-on-one with two men without the hyenas putting their emotion into it.
Okay, you still have. See, that's the thing. That's the point I try to make about the manosphere, right?
What about the manosphere?
Okay. The manosphere is like, why are these ladies, or as you put it, hyenas?
First of all,
let me finish. Okay. Why are these hyenas, blah, 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 getting on us? And you guys don't understand that you guys, what is it? Did the first shot. But, women are going to return fire too. But you see my point, right? You see I'm not going to say you agree with it, but you see my point of view, correct?
They may not fit the bill.
Okay, it's like this. You've been to Obsidian's channel, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that he speaks positively about women in general, not like the mammies?
He describes certain people. So you know how the old saying goes: "If the shoe fit, wear it." The only ones offended are the ones who can fit the shoe.
But I've seen him say about, I'm not going to worry about that because I can prove that he doesn't think that way. But let's go to a more of an obvious thing. Remember?
Hold on, let me say one thing.
Wait. Okay.
Do you even know what the manosphere is about?
Well, yes, I do.
The manosphere was a place where men could go.
Okay, do you want me to finish?
Hold on. It's going to be quick.
I'm just asking. You asked me, and I'm trying to finish my sentence.
All right, go ahead. Finish your sentence.
Okay. It really depends on who you ask. I've heard so many things. This is the answer that I hear from the manosphere. We are here to uplift black men and make them better men. Okay. That's what manosphere men have told me. What do you believe is your opinion?
The manosphere is here for men to have their own space to talk about and tackle men's issues. That's it. So when I hear these women,
wait, you're finished. Okay,
and these hyenas putting down the manosphere, they're pretty much crapping on us.
I got to ask you this: what is the biggest issue to men in the manosphere?
Everything.
That's
the media telling men that they're toxic.
That's too vague.
Okay. All the anti-laws that have been passed.
Okay, let me
against men.
Okay, I'm going to help you out. Give me your top 3 concerns in your life.
Divorce laws need to change.
Are you in the middle of a divorce right now?
Go to any content creator.
No. You got to answer that one. Are you in the
It's
middle
a rigged game.
DJ,
it's a rigged game. It's a rigged game.
Wait.
It's a rigged game.
You're giving me an opinion.
That's a fact. You can look it up. It's a rigged game.
Chester, let's start this slow again. Are you in the middle of a divorce? Yes or no?
I'm not in the middle of a divorce because I'm not dumb enough to get married.
Okay.
Marriage is a trap.
So
nowadays.
Okay.
There was a point in time where it was beneficial.
Chester. I'm trying to get some definition here. Okay. So divorce is on your mind. What else?
The constant bombardment in the media, in the movies, in the news that men ain't shit.
Okay, we'll call it media.
Men are toxic.
We'll call it
we
media,
don't need men.
Okay, so
men are evil.
Would you call the manosphere, the manosphere channels media?
I would call them.
They're part of the media, right? I mean, online media, right?
But most media is liberal now, and it's propaganda.
No, you cannot put a label.
Brainwashing.
That's untrue. If you were to look up the owners of the largest media sources, including
they're
YouTube,
liberal.
No, they're not.
And they're funded by BlackRock and Vanguard, and the other one.
Okay,
I know you know who BlackRock and Vanguard are.
No. This is what you got to look up. Look up the owner of the channel. The owner of believe it or not, the owner of liberal CNN is a Republican.
Have you listened to CNN though?
Of CBS.
Did you listen to CNN where cities were burning?
Wait. I'm not done yet. The owner of CBS, Republican. So the thing is that I'm just trying to pinpoint it. So you have one is divorce, and then two is media. What's the third one?
What was the original question? 3 issues.
What are your three biggest? What is your 3 biggest concerns?
That marriage laws are unfair. That they're pushing this propaganda that women are better than men, and then
wait. Okay, so
and then you have the rainbow agenda.
Okay, so let me get this right, because it sounds like they're kind of slung together. One,
you know what the rainbow agenda is, right?
1 is divorce, 2 is the media, and 3, I'm going to make an assumption that the media pushes for unfair
grooming children. Grooming children. I'm not for that.
That would be 4 then. Right?
No, that's 3.
Okay. 1.
Change the marriage laws.
Wait, 1 divorce. You said divorce. Do you want
let men be masculine again?
Wait.
Change the marriage laws. Let men be masculine and stop grooming children.
A man has to be masculine by himself. That's something that can't be taught by the media. That's something that cannot be taught.
The media is saying that masculinity is toxic.
It is what it is. You should watch Gemini's video from a couple days ago.
I can't watch Gemini. And I've seen it, by the way. I've seen.
So this is the thing.
Who are your 2 lead hyenas, Gemini and Southern Belle? Yeah, I can't. So, those 2.
Do you feel it's fair? Do you feel it's fair for you to complain about people calling you name or demeaning you, but you do the same back or before?
Do I think it's fair that people do what?
Okay. Would you say hyena is a positive word?
You know what hyena is.
Right. And it's not positive, is it?
They're not positive people. It's not supposed to be positive. Okay. They're not positive people.
So do you believe saying something derogatory like that is going to get the results you want in life? Do you believe people that, let's say a woman walks into my room, right? She's just neutral, but she sees you calling other women hyenas. Then
don't be a hyena.
What do you really feel that? Don't you feel she has a right to not have a positive outlook on you, right? Yeah, you do. Because the thing is this, Even when I went to Dee Dee's room, I didn't go in there calling dudes thugs and losers and all that kind of stuff. I went in there and I said,
I'm not referring to everyone when I say
no, I'm just making an example. I'm just making an example.
Yep.
You see my point, right? But
yeah,
the first thing, but when you came into my room, which is, obviously filled with gorgeous, beautiful women, whether you know that or not, you started, the first word that came out of your mouth was hyena.
I wouldn't know if they're beautiful because none of them ever came up.
It doesn't matter. The point is that you call them hyenas, right? So my point is this. You've been in military. You know about return fire. So let's say you wanted a positive interaction with somebody in this room. Now we're in a chat room right now, but imagine that maybe it's just the real world. But you talked about energy earlier, remember? And you're getting off this energy, this hyena, you're a hyena energy to other women. Do you see where it's going to go?
You're right, because a lot of them are overly emotional.
No, I mean, you could say that, but unfortunately, I have pure proof that is probably opposite, that men are more emotional. You know what I mean?
Whenever you
want me to prove it to you?
No, hold on. I don't want to get too far off topic.
Okay.
Hold on. What's the name of this stream again?
This is Sigma Males featuring A Lady and friends. And we're waiting for A Lady to get here.
Yeah, I'm going to bounce out when they show up.
Huh?
I said I'm going to bounce when they show up.
Uh-oh, but guess who's here? Guess who's here?
What is this cutie pie on the screen talking about? Play that clip, man.
Okay, how about this? Guess who is in the backstage waiting for you?
Oh, Lord. Hold on, let me look. Let me see if I can...
You ready? 5.
There she is.
4.
I saw the name.
3, 2. Welcome, Tam.
Hey, DJ Torch, how are you?
Hi, Tam. Did you have some?
I was just talking about you two yesterday.
Hi, DJ Torch. Well, I'm only gonna address you because I know he's scared to talk to me. He said he would bounce.
Nah, it's cool. How you doing? How you doing, Tam?
Oh, I'm well. I'm well. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm good. I was off today because of Juneteenth, so.
Yes, as was I.
I was trying to. I wish we had the option to work, but it's all good.
Oh well, I mean, don't you get paid anyway? I do.
I don't get paid unless I show up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, so I'm just gonna keep this short, sweet, and simple. So, you talk a lot about how women and the media bash men and this and that, but you think it's okay to call women names, and your excuse is, oh well, don't act like a hyena then. So, Chester, if I called you a bitch, is that okay?
Why you do me like that?
No, I'm not calling you one. I'm asking you a question. If I called you, I'm not saying you're one, but if I called you a bitch, would that be okay?
I don't think it would be, no.
Of course, but what if, and it would not be okay, but what if I said, well, don't act like a bitch and I won't call you one? Is that okay too?
If I was acting like a bitch, then yeah.
Really? So if I feel that you're acting like one, it's okay.
If I'm up here crying and screaming and carrying on, acting like a bitch, then call it out.
No, but see, this is the thing. Calling someone as a bitch is very subjective. We all have
that's true.
We all have our different opinions of what a bitch is. So if I called you a bitch just because I felt like you were acting like one, would that be okay?
In my head, I'm gonna say no.
Thank you. So it's just, so you're a grown man, you're smart, so don't be so quick to talk about how, the media and women, they bash men, but they bash men. but you're calling some ladies hyenas, and your excuse is, well, it's okay for me to call them that if they're acting like one. No, it's not, because I mean, this is just basic stuff. This is very short, sweet, and simple. Don't insult someone and then in the next breath talk about how, oh, women and the media, they bash men, but you're bashing some women. It's hypocritical. That's all.
Yeah. You know what men and women really need to do, though? Men and women really need to start cooperating with one another like they used to do. You know
what do you mean? Can you intelligently explain when you say men and women need to cooperate with each other?
If you look at any content creator, you will see that there's a huge disconnect going on between men and women.
Okay. Once upon a time, Chester, once upon a time, we didn't have content creators. We didn't have YouTube and all that stuff. You said we need to go back to men and women being cooperative with each other. Men and women have existed for millions of years. So without talking about content creators or Kevin Samuels or anything like that, can you tell me from your understanding what it means for a man and a woman to cooperate with each other that we're lacking today?
You have to know what I mean.
No, Chester, look, Chester, you're not a dumb person. I'm asking you a very easy question. You're the one that said men and women need to go back to cooperating with each other. I'm not saying you're wrong or you're right. I'm just trying to have a conversation. If you don't know the answer, you can say that. But to say, oh, you know what I mean, I don't know what you mean. So educate me. Tell me. Give me an example.
Doesn't it seem like both sexes are kind of at each other's throats lately? Doesn't it seem like that to you? Every time you turn on the TV?
No.
Well, see, you said the key point there. You said every time you turn on the TV, you're not
every time. Not every time I turn on the TV. No, but you still haven't answered. See, you just fired off a question.
Divorce rates are higher than they've ever been.
Okay,
people can't stay together in any sort of relationship long term.
Chester, you're just throwing out facts. Regarding something else. So give me an example of how men and women can go back to cooperating with each other.
This channel, for example. Now, some of the streams, if you look at some of the streams, when you have multiple women and multiple guys on the panel, y'all just be in here yelling and screaming. You can't agree on anything.
Yeah. See, Chester, what you're doing, you're still not answering my question. All you're doing is giving me examples of how you feel like men and women are not cooperating with each other. I'm telling you, okay, so how can we go back to that? Give me an example of going back to cooperation.
I probably never should have brought it up, because when I think about it, I don't think we can go back, really.
So you don't know. So you don't know the answer to my question. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think we can go back to the way things were, back in the 80s and 90s.
How were they? Give me an example of the way things were.
Well, people got along, You didn't have men trying to be women and women trying to be men.
How are men trying to be women?
All this transgender craziness going on.
Well, trans people have actually existed for decades, so that's a whole different thing. And what do you mean, women trying to be men? I mean, Chester, you're not part of the LGBT community. You're not a trans person, so you can't put yourself inside the mind of a trans person.
Real trans people are not the issue. I'm talking about the people that are just playing make-believe.
So you believe there's fake trans people out there?
I know there's fake trans people out there.
Oh, give me an example.
They've been exposed.
Like who? Give me an example.
We'll be here all day.
Just give me one.
We got into that.
Just give me one example of someone who was a fake trans person.
Hold on, I'll be right back. You two can talk.
That's convenient.
Okay.
That's convenient. And I'm not even like trying to dump on him or anything. I was just asking him some questions. See, this is why people get frustrated with me, because I ask very simple questions they can't answer, and then it's like, oh, I gotta go. I'll be right back.
I know that was really interesting. I mean, I was really trying to work with him though.
Why you blocked me on the channel, Tam?
What channel?
Your channel. I was in the chat, and one of the wonderful ladies in the chat was like, "Oh, him a troll, block him."
Oh, if I blocked you, I may have blocked you. I don't remember. I may have.
It was King Sigma.
Okay.
You was all up there. Who's that? What you doing in here?
Chester,
okay.
I what you doing?
I must have. I blocked many people. So yeah, you must have been one of them. I stand by that 100%. So now that you're back. Can you? Go
I didn't say anything disrespectful.
Okay, Chester,
I wasn't rude to anybody.
Chester, you want to change the subject to whether I blocked you because you want to get away from the question I asked you, right?
We're gonna get too off topic if I get in all that.
No, you got off topic.
We're supposed to be talking about the socio-sexual hierarchy.
Okay, see, Chester, you can't do that. You can't bring something up and then when you're intellectually challenged on it and you get flustered on the answer.
Trust me, it's gonna take hours.
It's not.
It's gonna completely derail DJ's show.
Because Chester,
we can talk about it on your show.
Chester, we
can do a rain check.
Chester,
we can do a rain check.
Chester,
I'm listening.
Chester, you don't show up for rain checks.
We need to go back to men and women cooperating with each other. I simply asked you, give me an example of that, and then
it's pointless because it's not gonna happen.
That is not an answer. It's just say you don't know. It's okay to say you don't know.
It's pointless.
You don't know the answer.
The only thing I can say is we're heading into new territory, and the future doesn't look good.
But I'm not asking you about the future. You said men and women need to go back to cooperating with each other. How would they do that?
It's not even important. It's not even important.
Okay, so you don't know the answer. I thought so. Okay, go ahead, DJ Torch.
All right, Chester, I do have a question for you.
What's up?
If you approach a woman or online or in real life and you say, hey, what's up? And they either tell you I'm not interested or no, whatever. What would be your next step?
If I approach someone and say they're not interested, I keep them moving. Okay. Me, I keep moving.
Okay. Do you know people who they would keep bothering that woman?
Kind of.
Okay, is that good or bad?
It depends on what they do. I mean, are they talking to her? Are they trying to touch her? Or,
unwanted.
I would say.
Wait. You asked, so let me answer. Unwanted attention.
I would say it's bad. I would say just leave her alone.
Okay. Thank you, Chester.
For the people of no game, if a woman's not interested, you're not gonna woo her. Just leave her alone. Move on. Find somebody else. There's way too many women out there to get one-itis.
That is some very good advice. I respect it as well. If you saw Camo's video that I uploaded, put 1 in the chat. 2 if you haven't seen it yet. If you haven't seen it, if nobody's seen it yet, I'm going to go ahead and spin that, and then we'll go into the Sigma talk. Yeah, I want something. I think I'm going to play it anyway because I want you to get your opinion and observation on it. How about that? Are you okay with that, Chester?
Play what? What's going on?
A video and interaction between one of the crew and a manosphere guy. You can give me your observation on it. How about that? You ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna stop that.
I'm loving this girl on the right though. I gotta find her channel.
But I'm going to make sure that I look into that for you. No, I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy.
Isn't she beautiful?
Well, I like the woman on the left. The woman on the left, I'm feeling, but I'm just
sitting there with her glasses, looking all sophisticated. Oh my goodness!
I'm sorry, the woman on the left, she just has that kind of class and the way she's, she's kind of like just her posture and everything. She's just beautiful to me, man.
I take her to Fleming's all day.
Okay, I have one more question. Okay, so Chester, I'm not trying to pick on you. You said that the girl on the right is beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's a knockout, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Chester, do you think she's so pretty just because she's white? That's a genuine question.
I just like what I see. That's all. Doesn't have anything to do with race.
Are you sure? Because you said just pearly because you're attracted to just pearly things. And let me tell you something, like, we all have our types. Beauty is very subjective.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just, I could tell, I mean, I could see if you said, like, Hailey Bieber was gorgeous or, Lily Rose Depp, so, because if it's white girls you're attracted to, that's fine. That's your preference. But I mean, she's definitely not ugly, but she's very average looking to me. So it's just the things you find beautiful,
That's that natural beauty.
No. It's not the fact that she's just average to me. So it makes me think, do you just find any woman attractive as long as she's white? Because like I said, if it was like
that's not the case.
If Hailey Bieber,
not like that. That's not the case at all.
Screen, I could understand. If Lily Rose Depp was on the screen, I could understand. If it were Brooke Shields, you're a 70s or 80s baby, so you're aware of who Brooke Shields is. She was like,
she was gorgeous. Yes.
Yeah, she was the it girl of her time. So if it was white women is what you're into, fine. So if it were any of those ladies, I could understand. But this particular lady just looks very average. So it just leads me to speculate that as long as a woman is white, that's all. That's it for you. She's gorgeous in your eyes.
She's white. She could be Cuban.
But Chester, she does have a point, because you have to admit, I mean, she's not the prettiest Caucasian woman, and it's hard to grasp, because quite honestly, at least in this particular picture, it looks like to me that the African American woman is more attractive.
She has a pretty face. And the young lady on the left is quite attractive as well.
Okay, I mean, something. I'm gonna just take that. I'm gonna take what I can get here.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna start playing this video that was actually originally recorded in Tam's room. So everybody, this is kind of interesting and fun things that happen.
That was yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, you saw this, right?
Yeah, I was in there.
Okay, great.
That wasn't yesterday.
The day, whenever it was. How about?
Yeah, a couple days ago.
Right. Okay, so here we go.
Those names that everybody else knows.
Yeah, and then at the same time, you trying to do this sidestep and making excuses for him.
Easy, what did you say? I'm unhinged because of what? What did you say?
I said I was subscribed to Kevin Samuels.
I'm asking you, what did you say? Like, you said I'm unhinged because of what?
Yeah, you sound a little unhinged.
Do you know what you sound like?
You said.
Do you want to talk about what you sound like?
I mean, you can go.
You are up here defending a man that's asking another man about his dick, and you swing it all the way on his balls.
You have to admit that was pretty funny, huh?
Where the hell you get that thumbnail? Bruh.
Oh, okay. I'll keep it going.
I'm not defending anybody.
Yeah, you did defend it.
No,
and you speak slow as fuck, and you're annoying. So that's why I'm annoyed. You talk way too slow, and it seemed like you're off a little bit.
DJ, can you pause it real quick?
Sure can.
That was one of the streams I was talking about. That was Camo talking. She just bags. I actually watched that stream. You know, she yelled the entire time.
You want to know something?
No decorum, no
the
diplomacy. She just screamed the entire time, and then she went in to insult people. You're annoying. You talk slow. I mean, I'm like, what does this have to do with solving issues?
You know something? I think that people, I can see you might thinking that she's not yelling. That's not her yelling. I know her yelling. That's not her yelling. Basically, what it is that her voice has more energy than the guy she's talking to.
High pitch. Because
think about it like this: you've seen Angry Man speak, right? You've seen Kevin Samuels speak, and they're not exactly calm, if you know what I mean. So
well, that's why they call him the Angry Man.
The question is, I guess the question I'm saying is this: is there a natural feeling that if a woman gives out the same energy a man gives out, or a volume a man gives out, then she's yelling, but the man is not? You see my point, right?
See, when a content creator like Angry Man raises his voice, he actually usually makes a valid point. When Camo was yelling or whatever, she was just complaining about.
Wait, okay,
I don't even know what she was complaining about. I actually had to stop watching it because she was getting on my nerves. She gave me a headache.
I'll explain it to you since you will stop watching. She was getting irritated, which a lot of people in the room were getting irritated with the guy because, number one, he would start talking over everybody. And that's why Camo, she turned it up a notch.
Because she won't shut up.
Because have you seen this guy before?
I have.
Okay. So give me your opinion about the guy.
I can honestly say it does take him a while to get to his point.
Okay.
You know, it takes him like 5-10 minutes to get to the point when it should have only taken like 30 seconds. It's like, come on, dude, wrap it up. You're losing people.
Right, there you go. That's wouldn't that annoy you? Right?
Yes. You know,
yes.
It would. It would, but now that you can say that, I think the way I handle being annoyed and the way Camo handles being annoyed are obviously completely different.
But it's fair for you to handle it your way.
I see that.
To handle it her way, right?
Yeah, I see that now.
Okay. So, see, I understand some people, they like to kind of bounce around, and Camo is direct as military F, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we both served. I forgot she was a military brat like me.
Right. So you understand where she's coming from then.
Yeah.
She has no time for BS. Remember, she was she wasn't at the bottom. Let's put it that way. She was an officer, right? She ain't got no time for excuses and slow talking or none of that stuff.
She ain't got time for no jive.
There you go. There you go. Okay. So basically, I'm not trying to convince you of anything, but keep that in
mind. Keep an open mind.
There you go. Okay. Should I go further? You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Since we want to talk about being unhinged.
Okay. All right, thank you.
And I'm pretty sure you know it. I'm pretty sure that you have been told before that you bring this kind of energy because you're very annoying.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. But
and you actually you don't understand what's going on, but at the same time, you know everything that's going on.
All right, thank
you.
Wait,
Camo, are you familiar with Easy 88?
He did the same thing over on DJ. He came on the panel to defend the Manosphere and Kevin Samuels, but he's not Manosphere.
Oh yeah, where do you know Easy 88 from?
I've seen him on a couple of panels.
Do you know see, Chester, this is why a lot, Tam was getting annoyed with you because where do I know him
from? I've seen him on a few panels.
No, but what's the name of the panels?
Oh, I think he was on Peso's channel a couple times.
Okay.
I think he was wasn't he on your channel a few times?
Yes.
He was on your channel a couple times. And there was somebody else.
Any Manosphere channels?
I think I believe so. I don't remember the name off the top of my head though.
No problem. I'll keep it going.
Yeah.
Everywhere somebody talking about the manosphere, every channel he pops up out of the blue. That is annoying. A lot of you black men on here with your coward bullshit is annoying.
How is it?
You can't live in your truth, and you can't stay away from for you to be the good black men that everybody wants and can have so many options. You can't stay away from black women being irritating. You just can't do it.
This is the thing. I think with these YouTube channels and panels, people want to have echo chambers. They want to have everybody.
Yeah, you sound like the manosphere with the echo chamber shit and all that. Like, are you your own person? Do you have your own thoughts at all? Like, did you create any of your own thoughts at all?
If everybody eats meat on a channel, on a panel, and you're a vegetarian, it's like off with your head. When you explain why and the health benefits, you get attacked and kicked off. It's that type of deal. So how are you supposed to have a constructive?
You just was over there on. You just was on Toy's channel telling me. You was just on Toy's channel telling me that somebody that Tam got to choose a side because the manosphere, in all its bullshit glory, is they're gonna kick you out if you don't agree with them. But you over here talking about an echo chamber.
What? Say it again.
Pause.
You a whole op. Like seriously.
That's where Camo lost me. She just, in her mind, believes the whole manosphere. Now, keep in mind that the manosphere has split into different groups. Certain content creators, some, not all, are grifting and doing their own little thing. She just summed up the whole manosphere as BS. When, if you remember at the beginning of the stream, I told you the manosphere was just here. It's a men's space to help men.
Chester, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
But wasn't he trying to speak for the manosphere?
Yeah. To be honest, dude was taking so long to get to the point, he lost me. He was taking so long to get to the point. I'm like, what the hell is this dude even talking about anymore?
Okay, basically he was trying to defend the point that we are running an echo chamber in here. But
sometimes I agree. Sometimes,
but her argument is, look at the manosphere; they're running echo chambers too. And let's put it this way: when you go to Coach Greg Adams,
that's an opinion. She's entitled to it.
But think about it. Let's go through a couple specific channels then, just to hammer this home, right? Coach Greg Adams.
Yes.
How many? If you were to take 10 of his videos. How many of those videos are defending women?
That's not a simple question, but to answer it, he doesn't really.
That's not his genre. That's not his genre.
No. Okay. He doesn't defend or bash women. If you watch one of his whole streams, he just puts out like, "Hey, this is what's going on. Some people over here did this. So before you get into a relationship, you might want to look for these red flags."
Okay,
or you
let me
might
ask you
want to
this.
know this
Okay, very
information.
good. I'm going to bring you up a kind of a simple other question. Does he ever show videos of men abusing women and making guys don't do this videos? No, he doesn't. No.
Most of his content is warning men what to look out for.
Right. It's a one-sided echo chamber. Basically.
It's not really echo chamber.
But I mean,
because he has said, abusing women is wrong.
Okay. So how about
if a guy committed a crime, he should be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Okay. So has anybody let's say,
but a lot of the content that CJA covers, the women lie or the story's wishy-washy.
Right,
or
but
it's one of those things that
couldn't you make those same arguments for men?
Couldn't
you make those same arguments for men? I mean, men lie too, right?
I mean, everybody lies, but
right. I mean,
but we see let's take the the cop, the one police officer that slept with the whole department. You know who I'm talking about? What's her name? Megan Hall. Remember Megan Hall? She was all over YouTube. She's back in YouTube again.
Was that the one who shot the guy when he was sitting?
No, that was the white. That was the white woman police officer that slept with half the department.
Right.
And they had the text messages and everything. And now it was like a month ago. She's like,
okay, that's a good question.
Why I was groomed and I'm a victim and I'm going to sue the city for so many
millions
now.
Because I'm going to agree with you on that kind of like that.
You weren't a victim. You were a volunteer. Come on.
So this is a question I have though. Why does a lot of the manosphere use situations like that, but then point it towards black women?
We don't. Or at least CGA doesn't.
Okay.
We're just telling you, be careful who you mess with.
Gotcha.
Because the echo chamber thing. Some women will come to you as a volunteer, and then later on they will play the victim, and you're gonna suffer for it.
Okay, one more question, and then we're gonna move forward. What is your definition of an echo chamber?
I'll say this. When I said echo chamber, I was talking about not all women, certain women. It's pretty much they just keep going over. Like an echo chamber will be, they're all saying that the manosphere is bad and it needs to be destroyed. And no matter how much evidence you show them that there's some good that goes on, or it's not bad, or it's not what you think.
Let's define
they
some.
Just keep repeating the same thing over and over and over.
Okay.
You cannot change their mind.
Got it. Okay, let me ask you this. What percentage of the manosphere thinks positively about women and are willing to work out interactions and relationships with women? What percentage would that be? They never diss women. They just say, there's a misunderstanding, blah, 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 blah.
I can't answer that, and I'll tell you why. Because I think about half of them are saying, look, there's a disconnect, so focus on yourself until we can all come up with a solution. And I think the other half are saying, just be very, 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 very careful who you cohabitate with, sleep with, or enter into a relationship with. Be very careful. You need to vet.
Big Cap thinks it's more like 50-50.
Hey, Big Cap, what's up? And it's not even 50-50 because some men are saying, screw it, I'm going overseas.
That's part of the other.
Okay. Chester, I don't think you understood the question. What is the definition of echo chamber?
Pretty much where one person says something and everyone piggybacks off of it and agrees.
Okay.
Like if somebody came in here and they were feeling some kind of way and they said 2 + 2 is 10. Mm-hmm. And then everybody was like, yeah, 2 + 2 is 10. Yes, girl. Mm-hmm. Yes, girl. Go, girl. Leave your truth. Yeah, 2 + 2 is 10.
What? Okay, Chester, how come when you describe echo chamber, it's always women you're talking about?
That's just a loose example. Come on, Tam.
Come on, Tam, what?
It's just a loose example.
Because your definition was actually correct. I mean, the literal definition.
Yeah, there you go. I was right.
But it's like every time you talk about echo chamber, it's only about women with you. So you feel like there can't be a male space where it's an echo chamber?
There absolutely is. Okay. I'll tell you what, some guys are idiots.
Well, no, it's not about anybody being an idiot, but yeah, the literal definition of an echo chamber is an environment where the inhabitants of that environment, they just all have the same
repeat
opinion.
The same thing.
No, it's not about repeating the same thing. They all have the same opinion and they're resistant to any rebuttal. That's what an echo chamber is. So you pretty much gave a pretty solid definition where someone says something and everybody else just piggybacks off of it. But it's just like it's almost like you're implying that that's only a woman thing.
Nah. Everybody has echo chambers.
Okay. Let's like this. So I guess Big Cap is saying it's 50-50. Well, no, it's probably for something else. But how many echo chambers do you believe there are for women versus there are for men?
I think women have more echo chambers because women are more social, if you know what I mean.
So are you saying that the women's echo chambers outnumbers the manosphere echo chambers?
Yes. I believe so anyway.
You think women are more social than men?
Women are more interested in people. Men are typically more interested in things.
Really? Okay,
Science backs us up too, so.
Oh, really? Can you give me a stat?
You'd have to look it up.
No, but you said science backed it up, so you must know.
She's got a point.
Gonna have to look it up.
Okay, so basically,
No, y'all keep going. I just got a CGA notification.
Why is it every time I ask Chester a question, he's got to go?
I'm listening. I didn't say I had to go. I just said I got a CGA notification.
You said science backs it up. So can you give me the study or the stat or who conducted this experiment?
Yeah.
Google it. See what it says.
But you already know because you said science backed it up. So let me know. So tell me.
It's not a cold hard fact, but it is typically women typically are more interested in people. Men are typically more interested in things.
Repeat what you just said to yourself and ask yourself if it makes sense. It's not a cold hard fact, but it's typical. So why should I trust something?
I probably worded it wrong, but it's a general rule of thumb.
Okay.
DJ.
Okay.
Where's that girl you had up there earlier?
Okay. I thought you were leaving though. You
no. All I said was CGA started. I'll go watch him later.
Okay.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, there she is. Okay, we're gonna go back to
screenshot that. I'm a screenshot that.
You okay? I'll hold it up. Tell me when you're done.
Nah. I was kidding. That's kind of creepy.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Like, what are you on for real?
Right. Camo just got you good, man, because you were on my channel. Let me speak for a second.
At 5 minutes, y'all kicked me out.
What? Okay, so you were on.
No, you weren't there for only 5 minutes, sir. You was there for.
He wasn't there for just 5 minutes. Not in my room. He was in there at least 10. But let's give him a break and let's think that he thought he was only there for 5 minutes. But it still makes him wrong. He's still telling incorrect information. But let's see what else he says.
Wow, you was actually there for a while. You were there for a while. And you did you forget that this is recorded, right? So you do know that we can go right to DJ Torch and play the video where you was there and play exactly what you were saying to me, demanding that women or in Pacific, Tam has to choose a side because that's what the manosphere do. So even if you're not on someone's side, so basically you're a part of an organization that you forced to agree with their ideology or you get kicked out. But you coming over here talking to me about an echo chamber?
Wait a minute. Who said what? Tam?
That's funny. Camo said that.
Let's see if he gonna say it.
Wait, Easy, you said I have to choose a side. What?
You heard that, DJ? What Camo just said?
Torch.
You got
pause it real quick.
I mean, you got.
You heard what Camo said?
I sure did.
Agree with our ideology, or we'll kick you out. That's exactly what she does.
Yeah, she's
her Gamma, her Gemini, and what's the other Southern Belle?
Wait a minute. Kick you out. So
if you don't agree with what they say, they block you so quick.
No, I think the problem you're missing is that because I authorize everything is that you might have said something that was rude, like if you use the word. Wait, let me finish.
I ain't never rude.
If and I'm not just talking about you. I'm talking about a lot of people. We've had people put in, the hyena word, right?
I've literally just showed my face and have been blocked.
Not here.
I don't think he's going to contribute anything. So I just can't. I blocked him. He's not going to contribute. I can't today. I can't. You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
Man, you killing
I
me.
tell you what. What video was it in? I'll look it up. I will look it up.
I think I can contribute to this. So Chester, Chester. See, in the beginning, I did not care for you at all. I admit that fully.
You were super angry.
We're not. I'm sorry.
I said you were super angry in the beginning.
Super. What do you mean, super angry?
You were super angry.
What do you mean?
Or at least you seemed that way to me when we first met on Peso channel. But you seem to have changed.
Okay. So this is my thing. You said, "Oh, all I have to do is just show my face, and everybody's blocking me or kicking me out." You even said, "Oh, Tam, you blocked me from your channel." That could be true. But the thing is, Chester, don't act like you're clueless as to why. You don't have the best history with some of us.
Bruh.
You don't have the best history. Like you slightly grew on me now. You're all right. But let's be real. You don't have the best history with a lot of us. So you can't now act shocked saying, "What? Why was I timed out? Why was I blocked?" Because of the history. So this is the thing. I don't like when people play clueless or try to play dumb and act like they don't know what's going on. You don't have a great history with some of us. So you know that's why you get kicked off or timed out.
You gotta give a man the benefit of the doubt, though.
Okay. So
you
Chester,
can't just see someone and say, "Oh, I don't like him. Let me hit the timeout button."
Oh, okay. So Chester, so just
let
because
him speak first. You know what I'm saying?
So, no, I don't know what you're saying. So Chester, you think that just because you're a man, you just deserve the benefit of the doubt because you're a man?
No, a man or a woman. No, you missed the whole point of what I was trying to say.
But you didn't say you have to give someone the benefit of the doubt. You said you got to give a man the benefit of the doubt.
Well, you got to let the person speak. And if they're not disrespectful, let them continue.
But see, this is the thing. If I have a history with someone, like, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. In the beginning, Buck Travel and I did not get along at all. We hurled a lot of angry insults at each other. And then when I started my channel, he came up and he was being nice and everything. We're okay now, but before he was being nice, I said, hold up. What are you doing here trying to be nice now? Because the last time we spoke, you said XYZ.
You were awful suspicious.
See, Chester, that's kind of part of it. You always have something snide and slick to say. I
didn't say no. I said you were suspicious of him when he was being nice.
My point is, if you know you have a bad history with someone, you can't, just because you've decided to be nice and respectful, you can't just automatically assume, oh, they just need to give me the benefit of the doubt. They're obviously going to be distrustful of you. So you can't just say, oh, well, just give me the benefit of the doubt. I haven't even said anything yet. Because of the history, they're instantly going to be distrustful. You have to work your way back into gaining their trust back. You can't just say, oh, just give me the benefit of the doubt. I haven't said anything yet. They're going on history. Are you with me so far?
Goodness. I understand what you're trying to say.
All right.
DJ, you fell asleep?
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I forgot. I was saying, okay. No, I just said something. I was on mute. My bad. What I was going to say, Chester, is that I think you understand what she said. I just don't think you are 100% on agreeing with what she said. And then the question would be, I
understand what you
agree.
Yeah, I understand. But I don't think. Hold on. I'm reading the comments.
Okay. Is there one that you want to read off? I'll put it on.
Somebody said I'm a cheater. How am I a cheater? If Chester is single, I can see why. He's exhausting. Kim Lee Moon. You sound Asian. That's an Asian name.
Okay, let me continue the video.
All right.
Wait, easy. This is the first time I'm meeting you. I didn't know you mentioned me on another panel.
This is important. What did Tam say in the video? She said, "This is interesting." In fact, let me shut up and let Tam say it. Here we go.
On another panel.
I don't know what they're talking about unless they can bring it up.
Okay, let me.
I don't know what they're talking about.
First time I'm meeting you. I didn't know you mentioned me on another panel.
I don't know what they're talking about unless they can bring it up.
Okay, remember, he's acting like he doesn't know Tam or
Please give me 30
DDS.
seconds because I'm confused. Did Easy say anything about me?
Yes, he did. He came on we were talking, and I can tell you exactly what I said, because once he got done, I said, we don't have to choose anything. Wherever we at, we are. We're going to be where the fuck we want to be at. Did I not say that to you? So was I not talking to you? Because I definitely wasn't talking to Didi. I was talking to you because you came up there to be his spokesperson. So therefore, you was with the shit. So therefore, you agreed with it, and that's what it is. So what you're not going to do is play semantics with me and make it and stand with one thing when you with the manosphere, but when you somewhere else, all of a sudden you're an individual. But you were right over there as the messenger, being his messenger. Yeah, because you know, in these streets, you got to choose a side. If you don't agree with what they say, then they not gonna want you to be in their group, and they're gonna kick you out. So, but you're now telling me about some echo chamber.
Now listen,
wait a minute. So
Easy,
did you refer to me in any way? Did you refer to me in any way on someone else's channel? I don't care. It's fine. I'm not.
No. I did not, because I don't even know who DDS is. But okay, why would I talk about somebody I don't know? Did you guys have a channel talking about somebody?
So did you mention me on another panel?
No, I did not.
A few moments later.
I'm talking about your initial comment about what Tam needs to do.
Just so you know, I didn't define it well enough here. This is the other panel. Remember, he said he never was taught. He never knew anything about Tam at all. Okay, and he never knew anything about DDS at all. But right now, he's on the same panel. And Chester, guess what? Guess what the video the live was about?
He lied.
Okay.
And what other people need to do. As far as the manosphere and the red pill, they're being handled. Yes, it is a reason why what's going on and what's coming down is coming down. But I'm not talking about them. Let's see. Again, this is the problem I have with people is we're talking about one thing and you deviate to something else.
All right, yeah, go ahead. Let me know.
No, I don't need your permission.
Do you notice how he's over, Chester? Do you notice how he can get on people's nerves? Like he doesn't have to tell. He doesn't have to tell. He doesn't have to tell Gemini to keep going, right? She's already talking, right? So why is he telling her to keep going when she's already talking, which makes him interrupt her, right? So
it's almost like he's slow or trolling.
Right. And either one of those is going to drive intelligent women nuts. Do you see my point?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get some shout outs out of the way. On the stage is A Lady. Quita Ward is in the house. Monica M is in the house. A Lady's in the house. Kim Lee Moon is in the house. Camo is in the house. Who else is up in here? Miss Globe Girl is in the house. Act Natural Under Pressure is in the house. Let me go up some more. Melanated Vessel. I love saying that word. Melanated Vessel is in the house. Who else is up in here? If you type something at the bottom, I'll get you in. Flawless is in the house. And Chester's in the house. Now I'm just playing Chester. Henry Mars is in the house and Pax is in the house. All right. And then I got a few more. Okay. So welcome to the stage, A Lady. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing good. We were just I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to say, sorry I'm late. I didn't get your last email, but I'm glad we can do this today. Have you guys had a chance to look at the video yet?
Not yet. No, we saved it. We saved it.
Okay, cool. I hope everybody's having a good evening.
Everybody.
Good.
Welcome to Sigma Males Are Not Doing Well. And we have Chester here to defend all the Sigmas out there. Right, Chester?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Lady, hey, lady, you got lead. Just tell me when to stop and go, okay?
Okay, let me just say that this showed up on my feed, and I never really knew what a Sigma male was. So this guy is reviewing a Sigma male who did a recording. So I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, let me go back. Okay, there we go. Wait. Okay.
It's not playing.
Sorry, did you want me?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Monica, I didn't know what a Sigma male was either. So we'll find out. You'll discover today. DJ, are you struggling with the video?
I'm sorry. Are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it. Roll the tape.
Okay. When you want me to stop, you can yell "stop." Okay. Otherwise, it's hard for me to hear it over the these guys because they're talking pretty loud.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Okay. So it's not playing, just so you know, DJ. I mean, is it playing for you guys? Because I don't see it rolling at all.
Oh my God. Thank you for reminding me. My stupidity. It got in the way. Here we go. Here we go.
Bars approaching a woman with
my God. You guys remember this dude? This dude, Anthony Spade, is the reason why I know about Sigma males. Like, this was the first time this community was introduced to Sigma male thought. This guy had a video about Sigma males and how he is a Sigma male. He's just like very weird. So let's just see what he's doing. Alpha rebrand, but it's cute. No, it's literally like when you're alpha, but you also have anxiety. Okay. Or if you're like alpha and you're on the spectrum, like, oh, dude, you're not extroverted and you're not alpha. Don't worry, you're still alpha, which is like for some fucking weird reason. It's like that's the good thing and that's the right thing. You're still alpha. You're just like alpha in your own way, in a different way. Do alpha males actually exist? It's not just satire. No, they don't exist. Alpha males are a clownish contextualization of what it means to be confident. Okay, that's it. A person that says they're an alpha male is literally the opposite of whatever the values that you're trying to project as alpha male. Extroverts molding because they are not Sigmas. See?
Intentions of getting her number to become a girlfriend? No, we don't do that.
There used to be a time that fairy tales were true. The king and the queen and all the pills were blue. Okay. But then the pill changed, the red pills the truth. Forget the marriage.
Oh, he's like red pills the truth. This is his rap song.
Stack money, travel the world when you're getting it like.
Stop it, DJ, for a quick second.
Got it.
Okay, so what I've gathered from this is Sigmas. They've looked at the requirements to be an alpha, and they know they don't measure up. So they've decided to. It's almost like how incels decided to be incels. They've settled in their place as a Sigma. So he's a Sigma coach, and he's telling guys who know they're not alphas, but you can be a proud Sigma. This is how you can make it work for you. Okay, you can play it.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started,
bro, he always looks like he's like in tears too. He always looks like he's holding a shit.
I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, comment, like, subscribe at the end of the video. But first, watch the entire video. Next, I would not be talking about all women. It just seems like it. And if it seems like it, you have to check yourself. Okay, today we're going to be talking about how...
Like, you know the kind of vibes he gives me? He gives me the kind of vibes where, like, you eat, like, a big, hearty meal. And, like, there's something in that meal that just, like, doesn't sit right with you and you have to burp a lot. Like, he looks like he's constantly in a state where he needs Tums.
Sigma males approach women, but this is not a how to pick up women video. This is more of a example of how women work. This is more of a woman's nature video.
Keep a wide clap, weird ya. What, did I fucking target you specifically with that? I'm sorry.
One thing that you have to understand about a Sigma male is that we're a little bit more focused than alpha males, even though we are alpha males. So we have a tendency to really be in love with our job, really be in love with our dreams, and really be dedicated. When it comes to women, we don't necessarily approach women. What we do is we wait for the women to throw themselves in front of us. All right.
I bet women are just throwing themselves in front of this guy like left and right too, by the way.
Our game is a little different.
Yes, the original author of the study that was conducted on wolves literally retracted his own analysis. It was a misunderstanding that like the wolf packs have alphas and betas and shit, but it doesn't matter.
Because we automatically stand out.
Yeah,
So women in a lot of cases, they throw themselves in front of us, waiting for us to react. All right. When they throw themselves in front of us, we allow them to lead the questionnaire. Women are used to men being a little bit way.
Yeah, that's not Sigma behavior, bro. That's some real beta behavior, okay? If you look at like the main guidelines of what like a Sigma male is, it literally will always be like, oh, you're, you know, deep down inside, you're not awkward, but like you just don't operate well in social situations. Like you can't really read the room, but that's because you don't need to read the room. Like the room needs to read you, like that sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's like finding justifications for, you know, anxiety and things that you might feel. But this guy just like fucking makes up shit anyway. Like it doesn't matter. Like he's just, I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you make up stuff? It's a made up concept.
And then when they start talking to the men, and if they're a good looking woman, actually watch that man change in front of her, and she could see herself going from not being in control to actually being in control. And you'll see a lot of this at like job sites where you always got like one woman managing a whole bunch of guys, or like a construction site, or even like the guys that work on the road. They always put the little pretty girl there to hold the flag. You know what I'm saying? But she's powerful.
No, I don't know where you're.
Pause it, DJ. So he's saying that, you know, he would never approach a woman. Women are going to come to him because he's a Sigma. So when you see a man in the room and he is ignoring you, he might be waiting for you to throw yourself in front of him. So that's just a dating tip, ladies, from, you know, keep going.
All right. Well, Chester, you're Sigma. Is that what you're waiting for?
I'm listening. I don't know where you found this video, but this ain't more quite what I had in mind.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna keep it going. But
okay, Chester, yeah, keep it rolling. It's all good.
We creative here, you know.
You're saying you're also getting progressively sweatier, like you just ate the Hasanabi chicken curry at 4:00 that he eats every day.
To go make their money doing half the work that they're doing. That's what women are used to.
Where do you think he's driving to? To the fuck factory, dude.
But when they get to a Sigma male, we're the ones that don't care what they look like. We treat everybody the same.
Let's stop this real quick. Bridget says, why do they have to find a pack like the type of group to be identified with? How about being individualized? And that's a damn good point.
Ugly girl gets the same treatment as a good-looking girl when it comes to a Sigma. A lot of women have a hard time communicating with Sigma males, but they're intimidated, but they continue to press forward. All right? So understand, we wait for them to get in our way first, and we wait for them to establish communication. We almost never walk up to a woman. Almost never. You got to realize you're dealing with a man that doesn't go to the club.
Yeah. It's like he's basically just saying, like, you know, we don't walk up to women, like, because, you know, not because like we're scared or anything, but because, you know, we just don't want to approach women because we're doing our own thing. Isn't this just being shy? Yes, dude. It literally is just, he's describing, dude, if you're a sheltered internet kid who spends their entire time being extremely speaking online, this describes you, okay? What they're basically doing is taking like a regular pattern of behavior that you experience that basically, describes you and turning it into like something cool. Like, yeah, like Sasuke. Like, he's alpha male as fuck. I mean, he's sigma male as fuck. Like, that's what it is.
You're dealing with a man who doesn't sit up and try to come up with clever ways to get women. We're knowledgeable enough to know our value as a man is going to stand out to her no matter what. So we don't have to do anything to prove it to the crowd. A woman sees this. Remember, I told you guys, women smell alpha. You go off of visuals. Men go off of visuals. What? So your definition of alpha is who looks alpha. But it's not like that with a woman. With her, it's not who looks alpha, who smells alpha. So Sigma...
What? Women are like animals. Like, the primitive kind. They're like dogs. They can smell the fear off of you. Why is he yelling at me? My beta ass can't deal with it? Yeah.
Smell, and they put themselves in front of them. Another thing that a Sigma do, we call this little sister mode. What is little sister mode? Once again, we never adapt. We treat her the same. So in other words, women may think that a Sigma male may come across a little bit too stern because we may tell her like, why are you talking like that? We'll correct a woman's talk. We'll correct what she's doing wrong. We'll tell her like, yo, that's corny. Only little girls do that. Only little girls say that. Only little girls do that. Like, we do that. When women start talking out of line, we make them seem like they are a little girl.
Pause it for a second, DJ. So, what do you think?
I'm thinking I'm not buying what's his thing, the do-rag is selling. Let's just put it that way.
He's saying that a couple of things. Women can smell you, and that's how she can tell you're a Sigma, I guess.
I'm not buying that. Okay. So I mean, I assume then I could run out to the store and buy some Sigma cologne, and I'll be ready to go.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But what the other guy, the host, is saying is true. They are just throwing anything together, getting online and making money, and somebody is buying it. It's crazy.
You read my mind. I was thinking the same thing. It's like, it sounds like he's just saying anything and then making it sound like it's the next best thing and to buy my book.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me kick out some quick shout outs and I'll start the video again. Camo's in the house. Brina is in the house. Quita is in the house. Sutton Bell is in the house. Bridget Newton is in the house.
Both of them here now.
Big Cap is in the house. Monica M is in the house. Chester, you are surrounded.
I'm surrounded. They got me.
I'm
in the hyenas den.
HT Baldwin is in the house. Let me tell you one thing, though. You know who's on stage? A lady.
Hello.
Here we go, folks.
And that they're immature. What does that do?
What? Wait, what is this image? Oh no! Oh my god, dude! Why did he put this as a B-roll?
Automatically checks her. That shows alphaness. That shows superiorness.
What is this B-roll? Yo, the Islam world, all Sigmas, dude. Sigma shit. Yeah, look at that. That's my Muslim man wife right there behind me. She's looking halal as hell. That's what being Sigma is all about, dude.
It's just part of our nature to do it. And the reason why we're so stern like that is because, be honest with you, we have this type of arrogance about ourselves where we're like, all right, listen, I know what I want to do today when I wake up and I'm going to get it done. Anybody bothers me, it's because they're bored. That's how a Sigma male is. When people come around.
Oh my God. He's so sweaty, dude. Oh, it's hurting my back. This is making me laugh too much. It's like literally hurting my back. That's some real fucking beta posturing right there. I got the most beta ass posture right now. My fucking back hurts. This dude is shattering my frame unironically by just existing in the way that he does.
Around me and they start talking about other people's problems, I'll have a tendency to be like, dog, I don't even know dude like that. I don't know girly like that. That's between you and them. Are you involved with that? All right, why are you talking about it?
Why is he crying? He has a burp that he's holding in. I swear to God. He looks progressively more constipated in all of his videos, dude. It's awesome. I love this guy. How can you not love this guy, dude?
We have a tendency to do that. We don't want to hear other people's problems because we're always pressuring forward. With women, we place them in a little girl category where life seems always more important than them. That's what women face with us. They're always like, this dude acts like we're friends. We act like we're cool, but I haven't figured him out yet. He's treating me like he's better than me, but at the same time, he's really cool. You know what I'm saying? That's how women are with us. They're like,
yeah, dude, I'm sure women are definitely like that with you. Someone in the chat said earlier that this dude looks like he's on the way to pick up his daughters from his ex-wife's husband's house. And it's just like the perfect analysis of what's going on in this dude's life. Okay. Like he's just, a woman has never said that about this guy. Also, in general, it's so weird to, like, why are women like, oh, this dude is like shitting on me, but also he seems really cool. Like, what the fuck is going on there, dude?
Do he like me? Do he not? He's talking to me, but he ain't. But he's very interesting because he has a lot of stuff going on. That's typically what a Sigma male is. Like, for instance, I'm going to use myself as an example. When girls get around me, they'll see me film and edit a video in the morning. In the afternoon, I'm doing something else constructive that have nothing to do with YouTube at all. You know what I'm saying? Then they see me.
Yeah, like, you know, I'm buying binoculars, right? And you might be thinking like, I'm going to go do bird watching. Guess what? That's not what I'm doing. I'm actually driving immediately over to my more successful ex-wife's boyfriend's house. And I'm sitting right in the bushes and I'm watching them. I'm watching them all day, every day to see what he's got. That's real Sigma male behavior. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes I'm watching him play games on the Nintendo Switch that I got, you know, for the kids, but he's playing on it now, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, what does he have that I don't have? Well, that's an alpha male. You know, I'm a Sigma male. So like, that's why my wife divorced me, and not because I kept, you know, telling her she was behaving like a little girl every time she wanted something. And yeah, I did see that he has a nicer body than I do and a bigger cock, but ultimately that's just, you know, I'm just doing productive stuff.
Trading stocks. Then they may see me doing yard work. Then they may see me doing different things. What women see out of me is that I'm constantly doing things that are...
You're making, wait, what? You're making a lot of chatters feel bad? Wait, why?
Bettering my life, not doing things just to stay busy because I'm bored. Everything in my life has a reasoning.
Yeah, like right now, I'm driving over to my, you know, my ex-wife, my bitch ex-wife's more successful and handsome boyfriend's house to pick up my daughters who keep calling him dad. And now they started calling me by my first name. And I really don't like that.
So, little...
Because the guy's commentary is hilarious on this dude. But I just want to pause for, you know, to give the chat a chance to laugh as hard as, you know, I'm laughing at this foolery. Like, this guy has convinced himself that he's come up with this creative way to say that he's really a beta male.
Yeah. Absolutely. This is I have died. I have tears in my eyes now just watching this again. It's sad. It's sad, but look, he's figured out how to monetize his life as a beta. Is sad.
I mean, the way he said that with his whole chest, like, you know, I'm out there and I'm this and I'm that. Like, dude, for real? Like
right.
Like, and he's like trying to convince anybody else that will believe this. Like, nobody believes this. Like, nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah, like Southern Belle said, he said yard work.
Right.
You know what this guy is? You know what this guy is? With
Chester, can you wait till I...
Hold on, just give me like 2 seconds. You know what this guy is?
How about no? I'm talking. Well, like I was saying, you know.
Too bad. You know what this guy is? He's a fake alpha.
Go ahead. Chester, I'll bring you back up in a second.
Because you already know. Yeah, like this dude is sitting here talking about he displayed a Muslim woman and her husband as if like those women are already subjected already. So it's nothing that this man did or is doing that should even there's not a juxtaposition against regular normal women and what this guy did with his wife, who's Muslim, and that's their culture and that's their religion for her to be that way. So it's not even everyday life for anybody else except for people like them. And then he's acting as though women are approaching him, throwing themselves at him because they can smell him and they can see, like they have some different type of pheromones going on.
Yeah, I want the Sigma bottle. I know it's probably
Right.
wrong.
Like, who makes it? Like, is that Tom Ford? Is that a new Tom Ford scent? Like, who's producing it?
What got me is when he said he's doing people. He said a woman may see me editing video in the daytime, and then at nighttime they see me doing other stuff. And he showed like a car being lifted up on a hoist. Like, dude, are we supposed to? What is that supposed to represent? Like, you fix your car, and then he said he might be doing lawn work. just stupid. Like, living life, normal life, sir. I can't believe
exactly adulting. And that's what's so incredible to me about a lot of these Black guys. It's like they really feel like adulting is some type of flex. Right. Like I have, especially when you watch like Kendra G, you'll see some of these guys, at least he has his own apartment and his own car and a job. Dude is folding towels at a hotel. Like welcome to adulthood. Like, I mean, it's like they want to get the praise for the most basic of things. Like, this is what adults do.
And video editing during the day, dude, don't you just mean you're a YouTuber? Okay.
Right.
Quita has broken it down into packages. She said, number 1, beta package equals $29.99. Number 2, alpha package equals $20.99. Sigma package is a whole $100.
Hey, Sigma money is high money. Shoot.
Yeah.
Then you still got to buy the cologne
this time. So Sigma is the real high value man.
Yeah. Somebody tell Chester to come back. Chester, come on back.
Come back.
Who kicked him out?
I didn't kick him out. Oh. You didn't kick him out?
No, I didn't touch I haven't touched the eject button.
I didn't kick him out. So everybody, we didn't kick him out. Chester, come back. Chester, come back. Damn, I sound good.
And I don't know why he's speaking against this dude. I mean, this is who he represents him, right?
No.
His name
but no. I mean, Chester's fair.
No. His name is King Sigma, right? So isn't this guy just giving us all the deets on Chester?
Oh, that's right, Chester, you have to come back here. It dawned on me that your name is King Sigma, so you have to come back. I mean, you did catch Gemini mid sentence, and that's why we put the mute on you. But we don't want you to feel like you're not wanted here.
He does kind of remind me of Chester.
But he can't. Come on now, he can't come back because that's not what Sigmas do. We got to throw ourselves in front of him so then he could pay us some attention.
That's right, ladies. You got to do that. You got to do that. You got to do that. Throwing. I think, something, I am going to be for the ladies, a throwing coach on not only that you when to throw yourself in front of the Sigmas.
Wait,
but how.
Wait. You're going to teach us how to throw it in a circle.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Gemini, you're crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, it's like, ladies, you can't just throw yourselves in front just like a normal human being. You have to. It has to be with flair and style.
You have to slide.
Yeah. You gotta some dudes you gotta slide up to, like they say, slide into my DMs. You got to do that in real life. So you got to wear the right shoes so that you can slide in front of some guy. You got a little running start and then you kind of slide like you're on skates.
I'm just imagining them all at a meetup, and they're like, "Well, I'm Sigma and I'm Beta. I'm Alpha. Alpha's to the right, Sigma's to the left."
Yeah.
So they've come up with their own, mini Greek mini Greek fraternity or something.
Yeah,
One
exactly.
letter, they could only afford the one letter of the Greek.
Exactly.
Slide to the left. 2 hops, 2 hops. 2 hops, 2 hops. Crisscross. Crisscross. Sorry.
Betas, throw it in a circle.
Run back again. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway. Okay, here we go.
Little sister syndrome places her as the sidekick. That's the ultimate goal for a woman. That's the ultimate goal of
Yo, men will literally just be like, I'm doing.
Wait. So our ultimate goal is to, have some type of ancestral relationship with our siblings. Right. What the whole heck?
That's kind of weird. That's weird.
Running errands. Like, that's Sigma male. Just run fucking errands, you weirdo. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, you know what I mean? It's like, I have a daily routine, guys. I mean, I don't think it deserves praise or says that I'm fucking sick. Yo, I'm doing the dishes at my house because honestly, I got like 3 sets of Tupperware. And then outside, I got a stupid ass neighbor who keeps saying like, make sure you rake the leaves in the front yard. It's a code violation. The homeowners association is going to come after you. So, I'm a Sigma male. So that's what I'm doing. I'm raking the leaves outside. And, I'm doing that for me though, of course. Don't praise me, but I am kind of special for doing these things.
We're training her to be at the beginning. The moment we put her in little sister mode, we're getting her to crawl her way out of little sister mode. All right? And I'm taking you through the process of how we interact with women.
Train women.
Women come into our lives and play a sidekick. They have to want to attach to our dream because we're not going to attach.
I want you to see what he's doing. He's putting you as a woman in the little sister mode before you have a chance to put him in the in the friend zone,
in the little brother mode,
or the big brother.
I've done that.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that, but there's no way you come out of that because I don't deal in incestuous relationships. So this guy is seriously talking about incest. Like, once you put someone in a family member, if I put you in my, a brother mode, even a cousin mode, like that, you don't come out of that mode. So what the whole heck is he talking about?
I think he's trying to avoid rejection, is what I'm thinking. Let's see if he talks
that's
about
all. That's what this is.
Let's
like,
see if he
and I just want people to notice the lovely gold bonnet this dude has on. Like, this is the male bonnet, because I get sick of them talking about women in bonnets and rolling around with do-rags on. So that's the male bonnet.
The chat has been dragging him for his gold do-rag bonnet.
I think what did kittens call it? Dusty, the dusty do-rag.
I think that's the weird thing, is that why do men who are so particular on how a woman looks slack on the way they look? You
because they really aren't that particular. Let's just be real. These dudes really aren't that particular on the way women look. They will stick their male appendage anywhere. So they really don't care. It's just a way to subject women, because the caliber of woman they want isn't even walking around needing to be told anything that they're saying.
Yeah, unlike my bitch ex-wife who did not want to attach to my dream of becoming a YouTube rapper / lifestyle improvement coach. She kept saying like, don't quit your job. You're a good CPA. And I was saying like, no, I'm going to be a YouTuber. I'm going to change the world, and that's why we're no longer married, but it's okay. I was not making a lot of time for her, and I kept treating her like a little sister, and she got real fucking annoyed by that. She was like, I'm your wife.
So at the beginning of getting to know a woman, we already know from the time that she says hi to us if she's going to be a girl that's going to be a one-night stand, if she's wifey material, or if we're just going to be conversating for that moment. A Sigma male is going to make that determination the moment she says hello. All right? But you have to understand, We do not approach a woman. Understand that. The only time we approach a woman is if we're trying to.
I mean, ultimately, this is good advice. I think this man and other people who think this man is, you know, spreading the truth or spitting fire should probably not approach women. It will probably be good for womankind in general if they just stay the fuck away from women. You know what I'm saying?
To get something. Hey, ma'am, is this you? Hey, I had to come talk to you about this. What's that? But far as approaching a woman with the intentions of getting her number to become a girlfriend, no, we don't do that. And the reason why we don't do that is because once again, we have an arrogance about us.
Is this dude like driving through the mountains and in the backwoods of West Virginia? Because this is giving me like wrong turn vibes.
I don't know where he's going. He's killing me.
He's like that first black dude that gets killed in the movies. Like,
oh my gosh, he's like wrong for so many reasons. I mean, I can't see the right in any of this.
and the way that he's speaking, I'm sorry. I know we shouldn't talk like this, but the way that he's speaking is probably why he doesn't approach women. Listen to his voice.
He said, "Whoa, man, we don't approach whoa men."
And then he's trying to be assertive, and I'm sorry, his assertive voice still sounds wimpy.
Right. He gets, like tries to make it deep and assertive, but it just sounds like a little boy trying to sound like a man. It's sad.
Right.
You can roll it, DJ.
All right. My bad. I'd like to kick out some shout outs. Puka Fellow Records is in the house. Quita Ward, Bridget Mouton, Monica M, Prism, Sutton Bay, Miss Glow Girl, Kimley Moon, Conscious Mind Love, Melanated Vessel, Bridget Mouton. I think I got everybody in this bottom part. The more you type, y'all, the more shout outs you get. Just telling you. Okay, here we go.
We know we're smarter than most men. We know we work harder than most men. We know we're more attractive than most men. There's no reason for us to chase any woman because we are the prize. And women discover that. They can smell it. That's why I try to tell you guys, women's nature is all based off of her emotions and her sixth sense. This is why a lot of you guys.
Everybody knows this. Throughout the video, in the 9 minutes that we watched him, he's gotten like progressively sweatier and progressively more constipated. Yeah, that's why I don't use deodorant, right? And also, I don't even shower that much because I want to make sure that my pheromones are, on point. Because women, they don't have rational thought. They're not able to do rational thought. They only operate on their smell. Okay, they can't even see. Most women are blind. That's the real Sigma mentality.
Cheated on, and you got everything in life that you think you're supposed to have to be the perfect guy. You got the muscles, you got the job, you got the cars, you got all that stuff. That society.
Rewind it a little bit. Did he say that's why you get cheated on, or wait? What did he say?
I don't know. Yeah, take it back.
Shower that much because I want to make sure that my pheromones are, on point. Because women, they don't have rational thought. They're not able to do rational thought. They only operate on their smell. Okay, they can't even see. Most women are blind. That's the real Sigma mentality.
Cheated on, and you got everything in life that you think you're supposed to have to be the perfect guy. You got the muscles, you got the job, you got the cars, you got all that stuff that society said.
Oh my God, you should have closed that a long time ago, dude. The hot summer sun is just like melting his fucking scalp.
That materialistic, you're the man. But what a Sigma male has over any other man out there is his alphaness, his focus level, and his sternness of what he wants. A woman can smell that. You know why she can smell it? Because she's surrounded by flowers all day. Women are surrounded.
That's why I fart around women all the time.
Oh my God. You didn't see that coming, did you?
No, that caught me off guard.
Oh my God. He said because she's surrounded by flowers all day. She can smell them.
Then your stank ass come in the room.
Wait, like
I mean,
DreamWorks. I don't think DreamWorks, Disneyland. I don't think any of them had this idea. Had this. I'm sorry, I'm crying. This is hilarious. I don't think any of them had this as an idea when they were, thinking of fairy tales. Like this is hilarious.
Did you hear the part where he said, they're the most handsome. They look better than everybody. They work harder than everybody.
He said they know your alphaness. Like what?
Is that a real word?
No.
In the house, Let's Plateau with Lolo in the house. Oya is in the house. Big Cap is in the house. Melanated Vessel's in the house. Brino West is in the house. Sutton Bell is in the house. Tiff is in the house. Act Natural Under Pressure is in the house.
The only reason why Chester ran is because, this guy is exposing his Sigma behavior. Like, I wonder if Chester's going to change his name now.
Chester, you're welcome to come back up. You're welcome to come back up. Okay. So, because we need your point of view. We need your point of view, sir. Here we go.
I'm crop dusting. Okay. It's a process in which when you fart a little bit and then you walk around and you keep farting to make sure you capture a large enough area, right? So what I call that is the Sigma smell. Okay. I'm surrounding her with my scent.
A beta male and life just smells good. It smells so good because they can walk around. They got so many options to choose from. They got the best makeup. They got girls telling them what they want to eat.
How many views?
Do you see the change? Did anybody else notice the change in his movement?
Yes,
his body
yes.
language?
Yes.
That's quite telling.
This is half 59,000
here, but when it gets to the Sigma male, she starts to smell shit. And the reason why that she
oh my god, wait, what?
Wait,
I was just
what?
kidding.
Wait, what? Wait, is this supposed to be an advertisement for Sigmas or against? I'm confused now. I'm completely confused. And he look at his face like he's really so into this.
He believes what he's
I
saying.
need answers. No, Chester needs to come back to give answers. Like he really does. He needs to return because I have questions.
Somebody said snapping turtle. Oh, okay.
He said it. What the fuck? I was just joking.
She starts to smell shit. She starts to say, hold on, it was smelling like flowers in here. Somebody walks in, now it stinks. That Sigma male stinks. And you know why that Sigma male stinks? It's because she knows he's going to give her the shit if she try to do the same thing that she's doing to all the beta males that's giving her flowers. All right? This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you was able to get the understanding of a Sigma male as to why we don't approach women. We just focus on being the best version.
Bro, you don't approach women because they run away from you because you smell bad. You basically admitted the problem.
We need to find his channel. We really do. I really want to find his channel without the commentary.
Yeah.
Because this is special. This is some kind of special. Because I mean, if you think about the way that his body movement changed when he started talking about flowers and all this and all that, it switched.
His voice changed.
Yes, his voice changed and everything. And then when he went with the poop smell, like, dude, who smells like poop but those switch hitters?
And he got so excited when he said,
yes, yes. This dude, man.
I mean, does he really mean it? I mean, he really means.
No, he meant it. He said it with his whole chest, his feet, and everything else. I'm surprised.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing all that.
I'm surprised the car didn't start going faster.
I'm sorry. I'll get some cologne, but I ain't gonna start farting to attract women. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll leave that to him.
Crop dusting.
My bad. That's what it's called. It's crop dusting. That's correct.
And we wait for them to throw themselves in front of us and start adapting. This is Anthony Spade. Comment, like, subscribe. Videos go to the Patreon before they come here.
It used to be a time that fairy tales were true. The king and the queen and all the pills were blue. But then the pill changed, the red pill's the truth. Forget the married life, I got better things to do.
Oh my God, forget the married life. I got better.
Turn this guy off. Can we find that dude's channel?
Anthony Spade? Let me
Not
see.
Anthony. Did he say Anthony? Anthony Spade? Okay.
I think that's what it is. Let me see. You guys can chat while I dig.
Okay. Well, what do you guys think?
So, I'm going to need to know who's actually producing this pheromone scent on the market so I can stay as far away from it as possible. And this friend zone thing or this sibling zone thing it's just so interesting and so telling.
Little sister.
I hope he has no little sister. Like for real. I'm not even joking. I'm for real.
Mm-hmm. And the host of this show, he said, the reason why you're divorced is because you were treating your wife like a little sister, and when she asked for things, you were saying that's stupid. You don't need that or whatever. Right. That's the way you treat women, is when they ask you for something you don't want to give them. This is what he's teaching, is you tell them you're acting like a little girl, just weird. People are just making up stuff. It's scary. I want to know how many followers he has.
I do too. I wish we could look at his subscribers, because I promise we probably see Chester on
there. Is that him, Anthony Spade?
Yes. How many? He has, oh my God, he has 216,000 subscribers.
Oh my God.
You have got to be kidding me.
Giving advice to 216,000 men.
There it is.
So, this is going to be fun.
Oh my God. Can we look at this one that's 12 minutes? It says she can't believe men are not approaching women anymore. I have a feeling this is going to be very
discipline, self-respect, hard work, obeying authority.
So you can tell by my walk.
I can tell by your walk.
Hey, you a country nigga.
Which means that you need to make a move, risk something.
If your man's brother tried to, would you tell your man? Depends if the brother was hot. What is your craziest story? For my birthday, I randomly just two guys that didn't know English at all. I was just walking down the hall at this resort, and I was like, "Yep, where are y'all room at? Let's go." How did they know what you were saying? It's an all adults resort. I think they knew. They knew the vibes.
So why would he take information like this from a? She's obviously like an adult star, if you know what I mean. Why would he use her as an example of how most women behave?
Well, it supports his theory that if women want you, they will throw themselves in front of you, right?
So they all do that. They all do that. I'm sorry, lady. They all do that. They all use these ultra crazy women or women that's not the norm to represent all of women.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, lady. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, she, on the red pill, the other, what is it? The other guys, they always want to show, let's say Fresh and Fit. Who are those chicks that are, on stage, right? They're the worst examples of women. So he's showing an example of a woman who, I bet they're all going to say that they were like really aggressive sexually. That was it.
Yeah, they basically that's what they're doing. They're trying to say they'll get one of the millions women that are aggressive sexually and say, oh yeah, this is how they all act, when that's not true. And that's why men are so pissed now, because what these guys are trying to prove or promise is not the case.
Yeah,
it's really, really sad, because they're setting these guys up for failure. in society. And then they're disgruntled. They go out and try these tactics and get shot down. And then they become aggressive towards women. This results in aggressiveness and physical violence towards women because they're telling them something that's completely opposite of the way that they should behave. Completely
100%.
opposite.
Absolutely.
Something to make them like get the vibe. Like, did you eye them at all? No, I was just like, where are y'all going? And they didn't know what I was saying, and I just went in their room. And then I looked at both of them and I just started taking my clothes off. I never did anything like that before, and I just wanted to do it.
You guys
Yeah,
have to
that's a lot.
understand how rare that is. Even with this young lady here.
Just unless you're bipolar, and I'm not trying to say anything against bipolar people, but unless you're bipolar, you're not just you're not doing that as an experiment for the first time and feel so free about talking about it.
Right.
So she's lying.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When you started taking your clothes off, what did they do? Did they just like they got the hint? Yeah, they got the hint.
Most guys are going to get the hint whenever you're just taking your clothes off. It's just that a lot of guys wish that they were in that position. Let's keep it real.
We went to the shower. We went back to the bed. We went to the bathroom. We went back to the bed. It was a lot. Were they brothers? Were they related? Friends? I don't know because they didn't speak English. What language? But they were very close.
It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, they were still going to look at her as a tramp anyway, right? So the story that she's telling is typically what thoughts are going to do whenever they're just having hard time.
See how he's trying to make it a typical thing?
Right.
Remember.
Go ahead, DJ.
Okay. Remember now, as far as black men, we are twice as promiscuous as black women. So for him to call her a thought, well, then what are black men then?
Super thoughts.
Super thoughts. You know, super thought. I mean, that's where we have to, that's the thing is this is important for. See, a lot of times, a lot of people on these channels, they think I'm talking hard about black men. I'm just telling you the real. If you're calling black women 304s, thoughts, or whatever you want to call them, but by complete scientific stats, we are more sexually active. What does that say about us? I'm not saying, ha ha, look at you. I'm saying, well, look at your actions. And if you want to be seen as respectable, you might want to act respectable, which means being more like, they say they want to do it, but then they're not doing it. We're not doing it, which is to be more picky with our sexual partners.
So that's why his approach is weird and it's different because he is saying he can keep men from getting in trouble by telling them don't approach women. But to Gemini's point, if men go out there, they never approach women, but they are waiting for women to throw themselves in front of them, and that never happens, they're going to be frustrated and they're going to they possibly could do something, bad.
Yeah, it's the bottom line is this is that women will throw themselves in front of men at a rate of about 3%. 3%. Like in a room full of 100 people, 3 women might throw themselves in front of an attractive guy. But the guys he's talking to, they're not that attractive. He's not that attractive.
Right.
So and he's using himself as an example. So this is doing more. We can talk crap about men all we want in the room. In general. And men can be mad at us in this room here. But nothing's going to damage a man more than this guy lying to them, okay? And giving them just horrible advice. So to retort his horrible advice, I'm going to say this for all the men that are out there in the clouds. If you do what this guy just said for you to do, you will fail. I'm not going to tell you what to do because I'm going to tell you what to do. Be respectable. How about that? Be respectable to women and see where that goes. You will probably get more women to throw themselves in front of you if you're respectable than you would if you were just a jerk. Don't get me wrong. I know the jerk thing works, but being respectable works just as good. So do you want to be a jerk or a respectable man?
I'm still stuck on the smelling like poop walking in the room. I mean, I can't get. I just can't get past that. I can't get past that. It's like, is this some sort of reason why these men don't practice good hygiene? Like I'm really trying to figure this out. I'm really thrown for a loop with this guy.
There's no way. That's when I thought he must be a spoof. I'm glad you said let's go to his site and see what he's all about. There is no way he thinks that walking around and farting in front of a woman, crop dusting, whatever, is a good thing. That's just bizarre. That's just okay.
I will defend him like this. If you're just looking for laughs and entertainment, and you want to pretend all his videos are parodies, then fine. If there's some value there, because that's all it is. But if you are actually looking at this guy as a real life coach, I can't help you. There's no one can help that.
Well, but apparently people are looking to him to listen to him. Like, what else does he have? Let's see what else he has.
Let's go. Mm-hmm.
Because it is just unbelievable that it looks like he's mostly single woman, confess to the type of men that get her attention. Go down.
He's using the red pill buzzwords: modern woman, alpha male.
Men refuse to accept modern woman is alpha. That one where he's moving like 100 miles an hour. Let me see that one.
Okay, which one?
That one.
Okay.
This man just came up to me and he was like, "Oh, you're so beautiful." I said, "Thank you, I'm married." He's like, "No, you're not." And I'm like, "I have 3 kids." He said, "No, you're lying." I'm like, "Nope." And then he kept walking. It works.
Taught me in the demon while I hit the gas down Peachtree. Hit the club, throw a lot of money, baby. We be doing that weekly.
If a man ever posted me and the entire caption was just about how he done took me through hell and back, I stayed down while he was broke, and how he don't deserve me, y'all come get me out of jail.
I know there's something wrong with me when 2 hot guys just came up to me in the gas station and I said I had a boyfriend. I reject everybody.
My friend right now, without even telling what's going on, didn't let him ate my pussy, gave me his credit card. I went shopping with my friends. With my friend.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck. I told him no. I wasn't fucking.
What do you think?
My pussy.
The thing is that he's trying to make this look like this is a cross section of women or black women that exists. This is it. This is how all women are. And this, and I believe I have relevant experience as a DJ. This really right here is at the most 7% of the women that are out there all together. 7% that are like really out there just to hurt feelings. That's it. So like Chester and everybody else says, Chester and it says, if you meet somebody like this, you just keep it moving. But they don't do that. They don't do that. They get upset and they end up on this guy's channel to see how you can get somebody like this who really they shouldn't be chasing after.
Right.
King Lucifer said, notice all the women he shows, it's meant to get loser guys to watch his content. True.
Exactly.
I want to hear what he has to say on the commentary front. Go ahead, DJ.
You told him no, you wasn't fucking.
Assuming that's true, what do you think of that kind of guy, and what do you make of the situation?
That type of fucker to me right there, loved one, to be honest with you.
$90 million contract.
He was just trying you. He's a professional. Just as much as there's professional hoes, there's professional tricks.
Okay.
What do he mean by professional tricks? When he's talking professional tricks, there are guys out there that make enough money. Like giving a woman 5, 10 grand, that's nothing to them, or even $1,000. They're tricking, it's nothing to them because they're always paying for convenience. That's what he means by professional trick, is that he was giving her quiet money. But girls like this don't understand what that is. She thinks that she's gaming them, but the man's looking at it like, all right, you got a credit card, you got money.
He's trying to justify being a fool. If you have money like that,
but how's it quiet
and
money?
stature,
Okay. DJ, wait. She said she didn't sleep with him. So how's it quiet money?
Right.
I'm confused. Let's see what he's actually saying.
That's for convenience. That's for later on. But she's looking at it like, oh, I'm gaming them for now, but she's not playing the long game. That's what Sharp is trying to tell her. You're not playing the long game. You're playing short-term wind with guys when you're ultimately going to lose in the end.
You got to understand that game, baby.
You just said
they
that I
know
wouldn't
how
be
to
able to
play
do
it.
it,
No,
but
but
I
they
did
know how to play it. That was candy money.
I did that already.
For him to turn around, listen to me. He gave you that, but just the other day, he probably sat there and gave it $500,000. The other bitch, and she really wasn't around for nothing. He was just making a mad move with you. But you don't glorify that. Don't get the bag for real when you're around him. It ain't about getting your little pussy, your little TT bone.
this dude sounds like that other dude that was on that I was on that panel with. It's like, does he really? I mean, the thing is this is not. If you want to date a man who behaves like this, I can't help you. I can't help you. I can't help you.
Well, this is not about that though.
Yeah.
For real. We're just watching it to see what he has to say, because women over here are not doing what these women are doing. So I really just wanted to see for the commentary. The people in it is inconsequential. I just want to know what this guy's commentary on the topics are.
Got it. Hey, that. It's not about that. It's not about getting your little TT bone ate on, man. You gotta show her, man.
What you guys have to understand, earlier in the interview, she was bragging about how she can get guys to come over to her house and eat her pussy out and give her money. He's telling her, like, it ain't about how many guys you can get to sleep with you. It's about if you're actually winning in the end. That's what he's trying to say.
You got to be looking for the bigger bag.
Mm-hmm.
The bigger bag dealing with this, man, for
So that's what
real.
you're teaching
These are
me?
professionals.
So how do
I'm
I
just
get-
trying
to
tell you, listen, baby, conduct yourself, of course. Conduct yourself more ladylike through it. Get your vocabulary up. Get your vocabulary up, son. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this.
He's talking about
Professional tricks,
vocabulary?
They don't like how you talking. They already looking, no offense to you, they already looking to downplay us. So our vocabulary has to be on a bigger mindset. We can't nigga them to death. Think about how many white, listen to me, think about how many white professional men would have wanted to just even come and just even involve themselves with you from this, but when you opened your mouth, you off that bag.
All right, let's explain that. What he's talking about is
I'm sorry, I know what he's talking about, and from a person who, from a central point of view, I'm sorry to stop the tape, but how is he going to tell, acting as ghetto as can freaking be, tell a woman how not to act ghetto? I mean, I get his point, but he's doing the same thing.
It doesn't matter what he does. He's giving her game on how to catch the big fish, if you will. So
Right.
he's just like the little coach. So he knows she has what it takes, but he's telling her what to do to get that big white fish. Mm-hmm.
But basically, it sounds like to me she speaks better than the dude who's trying to coach her.
But it doesn't matter. It like a lady is saying, it doesn't matter what his speech is like. Her speech still needs to be much better than what she's presenting.
Okay.
And that's what he's saying. A pimp is not going to tell you how, you can't turn around and tell a pimp that he needs to improve himself. He's not worried about himself. He's worried about how his prostitutes get out there and do what they do.
Right.
So it's not about him. It's about her.
Got it. All right. I can go for that.
He's telling her, you're bragging about getting money from guys, but after you get the money, you don't have enough money to keep the guy. All you're doing is just spitting out game and you're running your mouth. because you're getting on TV bragging about how you use guys. You're getting on TV bragging about how you get over. Now you're messing up the bag for guys that would have gave you money in the future. You got to realize he's a pimp, so he's speaking from a pimp point of view, and he's letting her know, like, well, how do you expect to make more money and move to another level? Like, you're still gaming guys on a small level for petty cash. But if you're going to be a trick and you're going to be out here actually using guys for money, you need to be aiming for bigger guys so you can get more out of it. What's the point of getting $300 when you can get $10,000 doing nothing? Because the guy that's giving you the little money is going to have you doing more. That's what he said.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Telling y'all that I come up here and game niggas for bread fucks up the bag. Because nobody wanna fuck with a bitch that's gaming niggas for bread. Because you're gaming me, bitch.
You
Like,
did
you
you did an all tell story on how you would, if you did it. You reminded me of OJ, like when he said he wrote that book. If I did it, this is how I got away with it.
She did it like 5 different podcasts in like a 2-week period too.
Exactly.
You gave them. You listen. That ain't. But listen, like I said, them, even to them city girls, them was modernized hoes, and
that's what you got to understand. They're right. They're talking about how she's out here running her mouth. She's messing up the money that she's bragging about getting. And that's where women mess up at. It's because women are worse with egos. They're worse than men. They brag and boast more.
He's talking about how women brag and boast. This reminds me of the passport boys or whatever they are. Giving up the game, you know what I'm saying? So you can keep rolling this one. What do you want to do, Gemini? You want to keep watching this, or you want to go
not necessarily, but I mean, in all honesty, what he was saying to that type of woman was correct.
Yep.
For that type of woman, I mean,
yeah. And really, in all honesty,
for all women, right?
Yeah, any woman. You keep your mouth closed. I mean, you don't have to tell everything and make everything known. A lot of times people do talk too much. And so you end up talking yourself out of something good that you could have had.
Yeah, and pimps do have good advice. Like he was telling her about her vocabulary was right, because I really wasn't paying much attention to her until after he said that, and then she's looking pretty sitting there, but when she opened her mouth, wow, it was straight from the ghetto. So a man knows when he can take her. You know, I
can't take you to a corporate dinner. I can't take you to, I can't. I might be able to take you out on the yacht if I'm entertaining these types of dudes, and you're going to be entertainment, but you won't be sitting here talking. Because, if we're discussing business, you can't sit alone, but you be out there. You can go out there on on the deck and look pretty, but
she won't get that ring.
Right.
She won't get that ring. She might get that condo down the street though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And Bridget said, as much as men brag about their women conquests, they do. They brag a lot, and I know this is not gonna sit well with some women, but we can't behave like men. Just point blank, period.
Yeah.
We can't move like they move. We can't behave like they move. We can't behave like them.
And we shouldn't want to.
No, not at all. So, do we have any last words?
Did Chester ever come back? Is he in the?
No, I mean, he ran because this guy, and I'm not gonna let this lie, Chester. So you might have should you should have come back up, to dispel that this guy is talking about you, because your name is King Sigma. Is it not?
Wow.
This guy represents who you are. It tells us all about your ideologies, and I'm just here to say that it does sound kind of on point with the things that I've heard Chester say.
Well, that mirror was hard to take, I guess. So, hey, Chester, no hard feelings. Next time we see you, we'll talk about it though. Everybody, good. Have a good evening, and this was a good show. And happy belated Father's Day, DJ.
Thank you. Happy birthday to Gemini.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Gemini.
Thank you. It's not today, but thank you.
Oh, it's coming up. Okay. And all right, you guys take care.
All right. Thank you, A Lady. Excellent show. Excellent work. you know, the door is always open for you. Just give us a call if you know what I mean.
Right. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Shout out Monica M, Prism, Rita Ward, Bridget Mouton, Henry Mars, Natural Under Pressure, Finley Moon, Sunday, Rena West, Bridget Mouton, Rita Ward,
Money World, si me diera de educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay pues emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Money, money, pasa verdadero. Si tienes lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money World, yeah.
Big Cat.
El mundo quiere dinero. Money World,
Melanated Duffel.
se arregla con dinero, con dinero. Money World,
King
las
Sigma.
cosas como son, no quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves, lo que tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés, ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré, no vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money World, yeah. El mundo quiere dinero, yeah, yeah. Money World, se arregla con dinero, yeah. Money World, corazón, de corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz.
Alexander Brennan.
Yeah, de corazón, yeah. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money World, el mundo quiere dinero. Yeah, 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 yeah. Money World, money world, money world, money world. Se arregla con dinero.
All right, everybody. It's DJ Torch.
Money World.
Gemini. Hey, lady. We out of here. Thank you, everyone.